Do you need some new gym gear and want to give back to the community at the same time? Aperio Athletics has you covered with 5% of all profits going towards the Canadian Mental Health Association. Sign up for their rewards program and receive $5 off your next order. Use code JUNGLE15 to get 15% off your first order. I got this brand new hoodie sent to me from Aperio Athletics and I am absolutely loving it. I've been wearing it every single day. The quality is incredible, very nice and warm. It's perfect. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving it. They sent me a shirt too, also very nice and breathable material. It's very high quality stuff. So thanks to Joel over at Aperio Athletics for that. And visit the Aperio Athletics online store at aperioathletics.com to claim the benefits and rewards waiting for you. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and TikTok at aperio_athletics to be the first to know of all the latest product releases and exclusive offers. I am extremely excited to bring on our next guest. He played his junior hockey for the Osoyoos Storm back in the day in the KIJHL before moving on to play for the Calgary Canucks in the AJ and Mount Royal in the ACAC. He is now one of the new owners of the Osoyoos Coyotes, Justin Styffe. Thank you for joining us. How you doing?
Excellent, boys. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, as they say.
Yeah. I got a quick one off the rip. Is that little leak behind you with the
With
the
that?
rebrand there? Or
That
is
little
that
thing? Yeah, that's something there, yeah.
is that an
Whoa.
That's
an
something.
old jersey? Or is that a new
That's something new we got going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna fit
Awesome.
in. That'll get dropped this next week, was it? Yeah, end of May. So June 4th, we're doing a big event down at Smitty's. There's a local girl that's got cancer. It's
Smitty's
so
was
we
our
got,
pregame spot whenever we were in Oso. It's
the boys
spot.
love Smitty's. Like every day after practice, we get 50% off. Like there's a dozen guys there for 4 hours. It's the best.
We had a
Yeah,
couple guys
we'll show some clips of that jersey as we get going. But yeah,
we got to. We had some guys that played in Oso at Drury last year, and they said they loved Smitty's when they were in Oso. So
yeah,
that's iconic.
Yeah,
it's good to hear.
Awesome. Well, but yeah, first of all, like before we kind of get into the ownership and everything, would love to hear more just about your hockey background, like where you grew up playing and all that. And yeah, just kind of your early hockey days before your junior career.
Yeah, cool. It's kind of similar to you guys. Like I'm actually a Surrey kid.
Okay.
So I played Surrey minor and ended up going to Merit Centennials camp and got sent to Osoyoos back in the day. That was like the unofficial affiliation, and got to Osoyoos and loved it. Like the buddies I made in my time with the Storm were guys I still talk to. Like my best friend of all time is the captain of that team, and so that was cool. And then, but that team was so good. Like we ended up losing the league final that year, and I went on to the AJ, and I was like third line on that team. I was like half a point. I was like one of the worst players on that team, but our team was one of those teams of guys that like nobody wanted to move on. Everybody just loved it, and we knew they were going to be good. We knew they were going to win the championship, and I left and went to the Canucks, and I think they won the Keystone that year. They won everything that year. So,
oh my gosh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But the year after that, I ended up winning ACAC championship with Mount Royal. So that was nice. I got my ring anyways, but you guys still give me a hard time. But yeah, and then I ended up another funny one. I set the record for the longest suspension in ACAC history. So I lost my scholarship in my last year at Mount Royal, and but luckily the team that we were playing, I threw this dirty elbow, and the team we were playing, like their assistant coach was a scout for the Red Wings, and yeah, I got a call like 3 weeks later going, "Hey, sorry, I heard what happened, like, but we're always looking for guys that do that kind of stuff." And so I got this like PTO in the old IHL, which like became I think it became the Coast or whatever, but it became the Central League, which became the Coast. Yeah, I went down there, and like all of a sudden I got 4 or 5 years playing in the minor leagues down there, which was like, I mean, just the dream at the time. Like the Central
Hockey League gong show down there at the time, though.
Yeah,
that's like that league's like
that league's the Cocktail Hockey League.
Yeah,
like I played in Laredo in the Central Hockey League, and like, I mean, it was good hockey. It was really good hockey.
Oh yeah,
but it was so fun. Like we had 5,000 people there. We're right on the Mexican border, like right on the border. Super dangerous place, all Hispanic. People would like cheer for goals on both teams. Like nobody knew what was happening. Everybody just smashing beers. It was a great time. Like you were such a big deal because like there was no other pro sports team in town. So like it was cool. I remember like you get offers to go to the East Coast League or you got offers to go play elsewhere, and like man, they were giving me a Jeep and like envelopes full of cash, getting paid per fight, like old school movie shit. Like it was
funny.
It was a good time to play. And then I ended up, obviously like too many concussions, too many other stuff. All of a sudden I was like, you know what, this is not as fun as it used to be. And so I quit and went back to Vancouver, and I ended up starting, like, this was the beginning. Like I started a hockey development company. Like obviously everybody and their dog has one now, but back then it was like kind of early on that. And that blew up. We like went to like 8 spring teams, and I was doing development for like Port Moody, Coquitlam. We did some for Ridge. We did a whole bunch of stuff. And then I became the director of hockey operations for Port Moody. And so I did that for a bit, which was actually like kind of a sweet pitch connection. Like a bunch of the boys I coached, we won the Bantam A1 provincials, and a bunch of them went on to be like PJ legends. Like we had Dylan Narduzzi, Alec Pettingale, like Matthew Carneal, like all those guys, all on that team. Dylan Hewlett, like Brett Foe played in the BCHL, Bowling Green,
he's
like
sick.
Kent Johnson, like Adam Parsons. Like it was nasty. It was like this tiny little town, and you're like, dude, there's like 61 kids going. It was a pretty cool moment. And then I had like a hockey meltdown, and I was like, dude, this is not it anymore. I hated the like hired gun, like private lessons, rich kid hockey stuff that it was like kind of becoming. And so at the time, my girlfriend and I, and now she's my wife and one of the owners of this team, we left and moved up here and kind of never looked back. And last year, my good buddy Chris Shaw used to be the head coach for the Rebrand back there. So he calls me. He's like, "Yo, Jackson Playfair just got hired in the Osoyoos. Like, he's gonna need a hand. Like, you ever want to come back?" Kind of deal. And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe." So I go meet Jackson, and like, he's unreal. Like, you guys got to get him on. He's the best guy.
Okay, sweet.
The guy can just chat for days too. Just a story for everything. This guy. Yeah. But anyway, so we meet. We like hit it off right away. Good buddies. We're like, okay, cool. So I'll jump on. And like right at the beginning of this is how this ownership thing started. So like I'm on the golf course with another buddy who's like a business guy in town, and he's like, "Yo, I heard the Coyotes are for sale." I'm like, "You heard that, did you?" He's like, "Yeah, I've seen the numbers. It's not bad." I'm like, "You gonna do it?" He's like, "Nah, I don't want to run a hockey team, but you should." And I was like, ha ha ha, like laughed it off, played golf. Like get home, like the old story, like I'm laying in bed, like, I wonder how much, like I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, like how good is this number?
Yeah. And then so like one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden I'm like doing this. It's all real. So it's like pretty surreal to like buy the team that you played your first game in a visor with. Like that's a super cool. Like it was a storm, but like we're laughing. We're doing dressing room rentals, and like the room is the same as it was when I played here. Like I'm like, all right.
Well, so not to make fun or like poke anything at the previous owners, but I think that was definitely, I think it's definitely going to be a good thing for a little bit of a change of scenery with the organization. I think, I have a couple buddies, like I said, that have played in the Osoyoos and really enjoyed their time there, but had a couple like pretty big complaints about kind of how the stuff, everything was being ran. So funny story for you. Me and a couple buddies on my team this year were dreaming about buying the Coyotes.
Yeah.
We were like, we're gonna bring this team back. Like this is gonna be this is gonna be our little. We're gonna rebrand. Like literally the exact stuff that you're doing is what we would have done.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the cool thing, man. Is like it's kind of a dream job for me right now. I mean, like I still feel like I said it to the boys all the time last year. Like I'm so jealous. Like I'm coaching only because I can't play. Like I don't enjoy this. Like, I want to play, especially when we're bad. It was so hard, right? It was tough. And so this is kind of like, man, how many times have you drawn a hockey jersey when you were a kid, right? Like, I've been wanting to design this jersey like my whole life. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool to get to do that. I know that's cheesy, but like, whatever.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's pretty cool. I think it's the first time we've had an owner on the pod. So I mean, like,
let's open the doors, man.
Yeah. 100%. I would love to get more owners on, and obviously, like, we would love to work with teams in whatever way in the future. So
I think that's part of what we want to do is, like, I want to really make sure that our players like get their personalities out there. So
for sure.
like, we're not afraid of that. We're gonna have good people in here. I want guys exploring their social media. I want guys out there doing their thing. Like, I would love it if guys are doing this type of thing. The more the better, right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a testament to the next generation of hockey player, kind of, and that's kind of what we're pushing a little bit. But also, it's good to see like actual ownership in these leagues, like wanting to do that too, which is great. I love
and
that.
like, I'm trying to focus on it two ways, right? One, I'm a hockey guy. Like, I still think like a hockey player. So, you get in the room, we're like, this isn't good enough. Like, we got to do the room. Like, we're adding a gym, we're adding like a shooting center, we're adding a players lounge, like new paint, the whole rink. Like, we're doing a whole bunch of nice stuff that you're like, yeah, I want to go to work somewhere nice. And, these days, like you guys always say, like, guys are paying to play. So they're paying for a product, they're paying for a service. And so, like, we want to make sure we're providing that. And like, I mean, Jackson's a Western League guy, so everything he talks about is the Western League. And we had so many funny conversations last year where I'm like, dude, this is the KI. Like, get used to it. Like, and it's so funny because, like, I hear your guys' stories, and man, they're the exact same stories that we had back in the day. Like, I had my buddy call me. We were talking because it used to be free, right? Like, we came and played in the KI because it was free. Billets were free. Everything was free. And I'm saying this to my buddies, Kyle Thompson, and Keystone Cup won that thing. And we're like, yeah, but you had 5-6 guys living in a billet. Like, I was living at the owner's house in a room with 5 guys. Like, so yeah, it was free. But like, you're going on the road and there's 4 dudes in a hotel room in Golden, and like, you're eating at a buffet. So it's not like, guys these days have such a high bar, right? They want to eat at Earl's, they want a nice hotel, like, they want all that stuff. And like, I get it too. But back in the day, it was like, it was a little rougher, right?
Yeah. No, that's hilarious.
That is really funny, man. Yeah. And being like in Oso, like, your guys' support was always good. Like, it's just like I don't know what you're going to be the last piece of the puzzle. You know what I mean?
I hope so. Like, it's me. My mom is just involved in the back end, so she's gonna handle a lot of, like, when you and your buddies talk about buying a hockey team, you're like, that sounds fun, and then there's so much shitty shit you got to do on the back end that you're like, yeah, but it's like, you need somebody to do the office grunt work, and my mom's the best. She's quick as a whip, and she's got our Excel spreadsheets all nailed and reaching out to sponsors and getting us all figured, right? So, and then my wife is sort of the creative one, so we're gonna have some cool swag coming out and some cool new stuff going on during the games and that game day presentation, which again is something that, like, needs to change, right? Like, we want to make it like a mini Western League, right? Like, let's kill the lights, let's get some fog, let's get the lasers, let's turn the teams up. Like, we got to go that way, and we're going to invest in our beer garden and try and build that way. Like, we'll never be Revelstoke, but we only have it's like 600 or 700 people in our building, but when it's full, like, that place rattles. The metal barn rattles. It's a fun place to be when it's popping. And the problem, I guess, is that it's a hockey town, and like, people know when we're not good, and it's they have had good teams here, and when you're not good, and we've had years where not many guys even billeted in town, and you're not as part of the community, like, you don't get that same connection. So, like, our guys this year are all going to be guest assistant coaches with our minor hockey team. So they're going to go out like once a week, push pucks, be a part of it, hand out tickets, hand out hats, like, be a part of that, community, and kind of get back to like how we used to be involved. And I think Oso is the type of town that will respond to that. It's people are waiting for something to do, like January Saturday night. Like, what else are we doing, right?
Exactly. No, absolutely. That's perfect. I think it's the whole giving back and being more involved in the community with these local teams is so important because like that's how like I mean first of all just giving back to your sports community, inspiring that next generation, and then you're also
Yeah.
like building a fan base at the same time. Like if you give back to your community, they're more likely to support you as well, and it's just always great to see teams doing more to give back in their
Yeah, that's kind of the plan here, right? It's and that's part of what this BCHC thing is, right? Is you have these, let's call them more robust organizations with resources that are ready to sort of grow our game. Like we've already added education advisors, so we're lucky that the Ruck twins are from our town, and their mom Nina is pretty familiar with the hockey landscape, so she's going to help our boys with our post-secondary plan. And we have another lady that's going to help with our O9s that are coming in and transitioning to high school or online, and just sort of putting those things in place, because now we're recruiting and guys are like, hey, we want a class, hey, we want to take a course, and we're like, cool, that's exactly what we want. Those are the types of players, types of guys we want part of our group. So we want to make sure we're putting those like systems in place for guys to be successful. And yeah, maybe they should have already been there, but I can't worry about that. I can just worry about what we're doing, and kind of keep pushing through. And again, like all this league changing thing was pretty wild because like I had nothing to do with it. I didn't take over until May 15th. So I'm just kind of watching it all happen going like, oh man, crazy. I hope this works out.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool. I think I'm on the right side of it, or we're on the right side of it.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
I mean, I would love to ask as much as you can say, obviously, in your position, like your whole experience with how this is going. Obviously, last year you're in the KIJHL. This year now it's under the
Yeah.
BCHC umbrella. The division
Yeah.
alignments are different, so I would love to
Yeah.
hear what you think of everything and how you're preparing and feeling for all of it.
And how it's gone throughout the process, because you've been kind of thrown to the wolves here in the middle of a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, and like, I mean,
crazy
I don't
year.
know what I can say, what I can't say, but like, whatever. What's the point of owning a team, right? Like, I guess, we always knew it was tier one, tier two, which was like the dumbest way to go about it because like everybody knows it's junior B, right? So, they called it tier one, tier two, and that kind of created that confusion. And I think, everybody spent the time and the resources to plan for a process that they thought was going to be executed, and then the WIJHL happened, right? So that kind of changed a little bit of it, but at the end of the day, like this had to get approved by BC Hockey. It has to be approved by other bodies. So it's like the KI approved it, and then we had to wait, right? So there
Yeah.
wasn't really an update to give everybody, and maybe the mistake was like giving too much information early, and it kind of was incomplete information. I don't really know, but in terms of like the junior A, junior B part, like it was pretty clear to me, how they were going about it. I mean, you can look at the teams that were selected and like, yeah, you guys can rip the Yotes, but like most of those teams, nobody's like surprised were included in that group, right? And there's been no announcements because it's not like people tell you the schedules in April and May usually. Like we're still doing that. We got
Yeah.
scheduling meetings in a week or two, right? So like our league has an announced schedule, so everybody's kind of like antsy to hear, hey, you gonna play the Lower Mainland, or you gonna what's gonna go on, and like that was all I think rushed probably by a year because of this WIJHL thing. Like so now I think like the mainland and us joining up was probably inevitable, but like, and again, this is just my opinion. Like nobody's ever told me this. We've only met like two other owners, so I just know what I know through dealing with the league and like being around it. But like I think, yeah, I think that it's pretty clear that we are the junior A teams, and yeah, we're not the AJ, we're not the SJ, we're not the MJ, but like, give us a few years, give us 5 years. Like, what this is
That's
Exactly.
what we
about for
want.
me is like a development path. I was a perfect example, man. This has been happening for 20 years. Like, I had to go to Calgary because I wasn't good enough to play in the BCHL. So like, I would have rather stuck around and played in my province than have to go and travel and drive my truck 12 hours and go over and do that. So like I think that this gives an opportunity for guys that are closer to play a higher level of hockey. Like we're going to be better than that league. Like, so we're going to be clearly like junior A, and that will be whatever you want to call it. I wish there was a junior B league, but like the way we've recruited and like just the players that are coming from those other 8 teams, like the league is going to be better. Like without a doubt, it's
Yeah.
better. Like our bottom 6 is all like, oh dude, those are all like guys. So like I think it's good. It's a good thing for the league. And like once the puck drops, people are like, oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, maybe it's too late for these guys, and that sucks. And that's always been the shitty thing about hockey is like, sometimes rule changes happen that affect a different age group differently than another age group. But like, I think for the long run in BC hockey, like this is a product, we can call it, that's needed. Like guys want it. There is a real group of players that are not good enough for the BCHL, but are like good enough to play in the MJ or the SJ. But why do you have to go to L'Orange, right? Like,
Yeah.
it just, so I think it's something that's needed. And I think that whenever you're talking about business, you want to have a product that you think people need. And that's what we have here. So my job is to make it a place that guys want to come play. Like we tried to trade for guys last year. They're like, yeah, no, I'm good. Right. And that's fair. Like, why would they? Like we had nothing to offer. So that's why we're like, yeah, we got to put a gym in. We got to do a players lounge. We got to update our rink. We got to we're putting a ton of money into social media. Like all our social media is going to change next week. Like we got content creators. We're doing a little mini doc series. Like we're going to do all those things that guys like us think are cool. So
Yeah.
in the hopes of that is that I'm trying to change everybody's mind, not just the 700 people I want to come to my game, but like I want the kids in Mission being like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll go to Osoyoos Spring Camp and check it out. Like, hey, you come here and it's 32 degrees and we got 36 holes of golf and like play for free till November.
Like really nice course there too.
Oh yeah, like, we had guys that have our guys work up there until it closes. We all get free golf. Free golf up there, and it's a sick town to play in, man. It's a beach town.
Yeah. No, cool. I think that's all very well said, and like I love you giving the Osoyoos pitch. And just to like add on to what you just said about the need for a league in BC is like we just interviewed 3 guys who played for Battleford in the SJ this year, and first of all, they all had nothing but good things to say about Battleford. But 2 of them are from BC, and they both said how much they think there needs to be a league equivalent to the SJ at some point in BC, and obviously this is taking steps towards that. So I love that.
And I think you guys have seen it. Like, I mean, Joe, you being in Revy, like that's the same as playing in the SJ. That environment is as good as it gets anywhere, man. Yeah. And like you're playing college hockey now, I'm sure it's not as good as Revy's environment. Like it's it's a pretty unique thing. And like I was up in Kimberley for that game 5 against Beaver Valley in Kimberley, and like I'm like, this is awesome. There's 1,200 people here, like OT. It was wild. And you're like, this is good hockey. So I think in time, like, yeah, maybe we're not going to be the AJ. Like, okay. But, we can still compete. And if it becomes kind of 6 to 1, half dozen the other, like, I think we've done our job. And again, at the end of the day, like, you guys know this as much as anybody. It just matters how good you are when you're 20. So you can go to school. Yeah. Unless they change those rules. Yeah. But so you can go to school. It doesn't matter, like, where you're playing when. And, even now, like, we got so many of these guys that are, like you're talking to them, like, yeah, this sounds like we want to come here, but I'm going to try the AJ first. And you're like, okay, like you can go there and play on their third line and like fight 12 times and get 22 points, or you can come here and get 50 and go to Drury. Right. Like, yeah. So I don't know, like, and I'm not trying to like recruit guys. It's just, that's how I talk. Cause it's like, I'm a hockey guy. That's how we all talk. So just go somewhere, put up numbers, move on. Like that's what we're here to do. And wherever you're comfortable doing that and you get to like have that junior hockey experience, that's what we're doing.
Awesome. No, that's a great pitch. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, man. I mean, we've given you like obviously it wasn't you at the time, but we've given your organization some I love it. A little bit of crap in the
AI rants, all those guys, man. Like I loved it on the bus. Like all the boys are talking about it, and we deserve it. That's what you should get. That's why I wanted to do this. Is like it's fun. Right. You want people talking about you. And if we're not doing a good job, like light us up. That's what we're here for. And that's hopefully, the way we're headed here,
Nice.
I love it. I'm excited to see where you guys go in the next, little bit.
Honestly, you guys should just start asking people, like reach out to Dubois. Yeah. Like, I'll bet he'd come on.
Yeah. Like, you think he would?
I mean, I just called him out right now, didn't I? So, like, like, I'll bet you he would. At least then he says no, and you can say he said no.
We'll see if he listens,
Hey, why not? Like, I just think if you throw it out there to people, like, you never know. Jeff's probably rattled right now if he's even listening to this. I don't know if he listens to you guys.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I've met him. Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of like back and forth. That's what we talk about. Like, like the barrier to entry to get into this league, like it's a lot. Like there's a whole process to it. You got to do a big presentation to some board members. You got to get all unanimous approval, and they do a whole background check and finances, and like, which is good. That's what you want. That's why there's stable organizations in our league, right?
Yeah. I think we've been pretty neutral, like talking about him. Like, I don't think we've ever said anything bad about him directly. I think we've maybe said other people have had questions, but I don't think we've ever said anything. So maybe he would come on.
I've never said anything bad about Jet. No, we ripped the PJ guys. We haven't ripped.
I don't think you guys have ever like done anything, said anything unwarranted, right? It's just it's hard because there's not enough information out there. Yeah. And like you guys are the media, like you guys are the information source for most of the people that are in our league, right? Whether you realize like the weight of that or not, but you know, people are listening to what you guys say, and so I think you got a little bit of power there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely been a learning process, like kind of trying to understand that, and like sometimes saying things where you don't really realize it could be damaging. Like we've had like once or twice where we said something and it was like, shit. Like
one of our
we didn't mean that at all.
One of the most supportive teams has been Spokane for us, and we ripped them off this. Like our first interaction with Spokane was, oh my God, I got to walk a mile to get on their ice. And I was like ripping them. And then they DM'd us, and Owen's like DMing them back and forth. And I'm the one that said all this stuff. I'm not on Instagram.
Were they rattled?
No, they were just like, no, they were actually really, really good about it. Like really receptive and like understanding that it's not like, I don't know, we just want it to be better. Like and there's kind of mentioned like changes they had planned to improve those things, and just, it was very civil. No, it was good.
That's good. Yeah. It's
that's just goes to show, like, if you call people out and talk with people, like they're going to give you reasoning, and like, obviously like, publicizing this stuff is like gonna make them want to do a better job.
Exactly. Like you want to shed light on it. That's kind of, I don't know if you guys want to call yourselves journalists, but that's sort of what the space that you're in right now, right? So it's I think that's the cool thing about like the internet in our day and age, is that like you can do stuff like this, and you can kind of, how else can I speak to the people that I want to speak to about what we're trying to do, and like why, you know, what I want our league to be and what I want our team to be. And like this is kind of like, it's fun. This is exactly what I've wanted to do for a long time. So it's I think you guys are doing a great job.
Joe, the Stanley Cup playoffs are here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, has a new customer offer. When the ice gets coldest, the best players in the world show you exactly who they are. Playoff warriors turn it up round by round, and DraftKings turns it up with them from the first round all the way to the Stanley Cup final. Bet player props, bet live, from opening faceoff to the final horn. Every moment mattered. New DraftKings customers bet just $5 and you'll get $100 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN so you're ready for the moment. That's code THPN. Turn $5 into $100 in bonus bets instantly in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Oh, thank you. Really, really appreciate that. Joe, do you have any other like ownership related questions that you want to ask? Yeah, like, or anything like that. And then I just kind of want to ask like about a couple other things that we kind of missed over earlier.
My main thing was I wanted to know how you're going to change and how you're going to build a winning team, but you've kind of touched on a lot of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is like part of it, right? Like, I'm hoping guys are listening and want to come in.
One of my best buddies at Drury was the former captain of the Osoyoos Coyotes, so he knows the ins and outs of everything.
So I'm trying to reach out to all these guys. all these guys in the next little bit. I'm a little busy at the moment, but we got to get an alumni program started. Like, we haven't really done much of that, and this is such a sweet summer place. Like, it's an easy spot to get a golf tournament going or whatever. And like, we have our home opener weekend hasn't been announced yet, but we'll be at home on the Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon we're going to do like an Osoyoos All-Stars versus the Canucks alumni. So that'll be a super cool like opening kind of kickoff weekend where we get like a little golf tournament, our home opener, Canucks game, barbecue, street hockey event, kind of kick off our new pack rises type moment sort of deal. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, I guess like
that sounds awesome.
You guys know it's recruiting. It's word of mouth. It's like you guys recruit each other. That's the way that this works. So like, yeah, we're getting out there. We're scouting. I hired 2 scouts in Calgary. I hired a scout in Regina. I hired a scout in Vancouver. Like, shocked we didn't have these, but I guess you didn't. So, now we got guys out there at rinks. Jackson and I were up at the CSSHL playoffs, like talking to kids, talking to families, like grinding that way. I keep joking. I'm texting with 18-year-old boys at 9 a.m. Like, what am I doing? But you got to do it, right? Like, you gotta, guys want to know what you got going on, because like right now, like if the owner's talking to you, it's more legit. Like, I'm telling you, I'm going to put a gym in, like I'm putting a gym in. Like, we're gonna do the dressing room. Like, we were busting out a wall yesterday. Funny, actually. We're busting out this wall in our dressing room. And the guy doing it is this guy named Lee Clark, who played on that Keystone Cup Osoyoos Storm team. And I was telling him about this, and he's like, so what are these guys like? Are they like former players or what? And I'm like, yeah, the one guy used to be a goalie for Revy. And he's like, oh man, you remember how bad Revy was on me? I'm like, oh yeah. So he's a D-man, like a little chubby at the time. And like the whole section behind the visitor bench, like, dude, this was like 3 games in a row. The whole section, like, 44, eat some more. 44, eat some more. We're like, dude, like 20 minutes. So pretty good. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I don't think it's changed a whole lot, man. Like, they were still hollering at us. So
one thing I never experienced was an away game in Revelstoke, and I think that would be that would be pretty cool.
It's fun. It's like, I mean, it's certainly, you hate to talk like that about an opponent, but it's the coolest place to play, I think, in on the road for sure. It's got the most character. It's you feel like you're really in the league when you get there. And I don't think, like, we were always laughing, like, I don't think Osoyoos has won up there in like years. So I was like, fuck this. Let's get out of this conference. We're going to the Kootenays.
That's awesome. Oh, that's funny. Well, maybe I'll have to try and get up there this year to Osoyoos. I would love to come.
Yeah, man. If you got time, like, you could come up and blog from our home opener. I'll get you hooked up with the Canucks, and like, I'll get your hotels. Get up here and do it. I know you can't, Joe, because you're
too bad. I would love to, man, but
Owen, like, we
maybe a couple years down the line here.
Yeah, we could follow up. Like, that'd be unreal.
For sure. That sounds great. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll get you up in our broadcast booth above the bench and put a little spotlight on you. Have you guys seen Mystery Alaska? Have you seen Mystery?
We'll have some.
We'll
get you some merch. We're talking about maybe doing some something like that. So we'll get you some Jungle Pod stuff.
Nice. Yeah. I'll return the favor.
We'll make it worth your while.
Awesome.
Shoot me your addresses, and I'll get you guys some of the new gear. We got some cool stuff.
Oh, awesome! Absolutely.
Well,
that sounds great.
We'll have to fire him some of our stuff too.
Oh, for sure we will. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely follow up and talk about that. That would be incredible.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, Owen.
Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of just wanted to ask a couple more questions, like, from the past. But before I do that, while we're just on the topic of, like, the ownership and everything, like, is there anything else you kind of wanted to say before we moved on from that? Or,
like, I guess the only thing would be, like, I know even me, I kind of thought, like, all these guys are paying money. Like, the owners must be just making dough. Like, dude, the numbers are so tight. Like, it's like 100 G's a year just for a bus, like, picture a road trip. Like, it's like $5,000 to go to Kimberley for the night and get your teeth kicked in. Like, and like, you don't get that gate. So it's like a grind, really. And I know, it sucks that, like, guys got to pay to play now, but my goal is to try and, again, provide the value. Like, all right, when you get there, you're going to have, like, everything you need. Everything's going to be nice. Like, we're not fucking sublimating jerseys anymore. Like, that's wild behavior for a junior hockey league. So we got stitched on stuff. Like, we're going to do it the right way and kind of hope that, like, we can be, our rink is small, but, like, I'm trying to create a brand. That's the biggest thing. And like, I have to separate the hockey part of it because I'm still like talking at Playfair about like left wingers and shit. And I'm like, no, like you got to think about, I got to stay focused on the task. And I think that's the hardest part is like, you want to be a hockey guy and get all your time sucked up in designing jerseys and like talking about trades and that kind of stuff. But like, really, you got to have kind of the game plan. And I guess it's been like a real learning experience and one of those things where, like, not to be inspirational or anything, but like this just started by like making one phone call and the snowball just kind of like rolled, and there was so much stuff I didn't know along the way, and like you're just figuring it out as you go, and like the more stuff you figure out, the better you feel about it. And like, I guess any of those big problems, like our motto was just like, solve today's problem, like just solve today's problem and we'll keep moving forward. And there were so many points on this that were like, maybe we're going to pull out, maybe we shouldn't do this, maybe no. And then at the end of the day, you're like, no, man, it's like what you were supposed to do. Like you're a hockey guy. Like this is what it's about. I got a kid now. I got stuff at home. Like I can't be riding the bus till 4 a.m. anymore, but like, this is kind of my way to be a part of the game and like have a legacy and kind of like literally change the game. Like in our area is kind of a pretty sweet opportunity. So like, I'm super grateful, super thankful, excited, like, but it's been a wild experience.
That's amazing, man.
Great. Really excited for you guys. It's been super cool hearing like the ins and outs of this whole process and just getting an owner's perspective. And hopefully that this can help open up the door to maybe other owners or higher ups in these leagues to come on as well.
Yeah, I don't see why anybody wouldn't want to. Like, we got nothing to hide. That's the thing. And that's kind of like, you want to be sanctioned. You want all this stuff. Like, we got nothing to hide, man. Like, I'll happily tell you everything. Like, we want to know what it costs to go on the road. I'll tell you what it costs to go on the road. Like, and you want to know what it costs for jerseys? Like, they're expensive. Like, helmets, visors. Dude, those are like $300 for a helmet and visor. Like, so you're like, I'm like, oh man, I haven't bought that in forever. Like, when's the last time I bought a stick? I got like 10 sticks at the end of my career, and they just like slowly dwindled away, right?
Yeah, right.
Perfect. Well, I just quickly wanted to ask then just a little bit more about your playing career, like early on. Any just like of your best memories or notable stories that you can tell on here that you wanted to mention?
Yeah. I mean, Osoyoos was cool. Like, I got here and, like I was never the best player on my team, like at any level. I was a third line player everywhere, like guy that played good defensively, finished checks. I could fly, killed penalties, and like chirped and fought everybody. And like, but I wasn't always like that. Like I got to Osoyoos after Merritt, and we had this coach named Barry Beck, who was like, used to be the captain of the New York Rangers. He was just like jacked up, like tatted everywhere, just an absolute unit of a man. And he pulls me in the office. He's like, Styffe, you're not good enough. Not good enough to play in this league. I'm like, all right. And he goes, you know what? I'll keep you though. If you promise me you'll be the biggest piece of shit in this league. And I'm like, what? He's like, just be a piece of shit. I'm like, all right. So I went out like that season. I think I had like, I don't know, 250 or 280 or something PIMs. And like fought a bunch. But back in then, like you could fight every night, right? It was 5 in a game and you were out and that was it. Like if you're down by 3 goals in the third period, like it was melee. Like it was wild. So I did that for 2 years. And like, I think the highlight of the KI is sad, but like we lost triple overtime game 7 to Summerland. Justin Pogge was their goalie at the time. And like made like 90 saves and he was just fucking unreal. Like one of my best buddies now, but like we lost game 7, triple overtime. And that was like a pretty big heartbreaker. And then the next year we lost in the league final at home, game 7 to Beaver Valley. And we were up like 4-1 in the second period, like going into the third, up like 4-1 and blew it and lost 5-4. And like, it was such a like bitter moment. But like, dude, my time in the Osoyoos was unreal. We used to have this billet out like that had a farm. And I won't say his name because like there's too many stories that occurred there. But there was this wild, they had like an old single wide trailer in the middle of this hayfield, like nobody around forever. And like we used to have, like 50 people in there rocking that place, like putting holes in the roof. Like it was such a wild time. And like it was so cool to be like back then, like I know it's old man talking, but like no cameras, like no nothing. It was just like the boys. We used to drink those OEs, like the 40 ouncers, because they were like $5. And we used to like tape them to our hands, like those old stories, like the Edward 40 hands or whatever. Like we used to do that shit. And like we were like, it was fun. It was just a fun team to be on. And like the KI was at the time like felt like such an authentic league. Like it was a wild place to play, man. Like there were in this day there were guys that had like over 300 PIMs on every team, right? Like the third periods were worth your life. But there was also like really good hockey. And that was the thing I noticed the most about this season was like the game's kind of the same. Like the players now are way more skilled, like way better. But like the speed is still there. The game's still the same way. Like you still got to get pucks deep. Like you still got to finish checks. Like you still got to be high in the zone. Like you still got to do like the game is the same. It's just played a little different. So yeah, I got traded to Calgary or went to Calgary and they didn't have a billet for me. So they ended up putting me in at the Mount Royal residence, like in the dorms. And they gave me a Safeway grocery card. So like I had to take 2 classes. So I took English and I took a flexibility and relaxation class. So it was like a Tuesday morning at like 8 a.m. And it was like a yoga class. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I did take 2 classes so I could live on campus. And like it was wild because like we had no billet mom, right? So we'd have like 15 guys from the Canucks come to the dorms after the game. And like they'd be like, you can't kick us out. Like we don't even go to school here. You know, this guy lives here. So like I don't know if that could ever happen anymore. Like, I don't think that is something that like would happen in the league. But yeah, it's the league has changed a lot in the sense that like maybe you guys don't have as much freedom. Like, there's a lot more that's controlled in these environments now, and like
100%.
Yeah. Whereas back in the day, like nobody knew what the fuck we were doing, where we were going. It was almost like, and we were winning. We were a good team. Our coaches had no control. Like guys were doing whatever they wanted, but we were nasty. So like. It was that kind of league at the time. So it's not that way anymore, I don't think. But, you know, hopefully the boys still get after it every now and
then. No, I love to hear the stories of what it was like. That's awesome to hear. And yeah, it's interesting to see how much it's changed over time. Like for you to say like the speed and all that still the same is really, that's interesting to hear as well.
It is.
Like, a lot of the time guys just say like, oh, it was so much better back then, but it's like I think
it was just different. Like it was just different.
Yeah.
Like you guys are a lot more skilled. Like now, I would say players are a lot more skilled now. There's way more focus on like the soft skills. But like the one thing is there are so many players, like guys are scared, man. This is like a man's league, and you go into Princeton and you find out what kind of player you are pretty quick, right? Like it's a tough place to play. And I think that part of the game is kind of, we're missing a little of that. Like, I've been saying this to anybody I've talked to, and hopefully there's some guys listening, but like, I want dogs. If you're not a dog, like, I don't want you. If you're not going to be a dog day one, like, bye-bye. Like, we don't care. Because, like, I don't want to be shitty. I'm a hockey guy, and like, you guys know that's how it has to be. And like, I'm not promising anybody anything, because again, like, that's not cool. But come here, like, ready to be a dog, because I think that's something that at every level, like you're probably seeing that now, Joe, like the compete just goes up. Like you get to that level and like, dude, guys' motors are nonstop. And that's something that like, I think is one of those intangibles that you can't coach. But like the league was always good. Like we had really good players. Like I had guys on our team that were, you know, like 100 points a year in the KI and like, you know, went on to have good careers and like they were good players. But it was definitely tougher for sure. It was tougher. Like I will say that. But like the players' talent now, not even close. Not even close.
Okay. No, yeah, that's cool to get that perspective.
Like, dude, the guys that we coached this year, like I could skate with them, but like I can't handle the puck like half the guys on our team, and we missed the playoffs. We were dog shit. So like right? So
yeah.
Guys are good now.
It's cool to hear a guy that's gonna actually acknowledge when you're not that good.
Well,
like
I don't wins,
think I've ever
like 13 wins.
Delusional, you know?
Yeah, and like maybe we were a little like to start the year. Me and Jackson, like full disclosure, we didn't know. Jackson got hired late. Like I hadn't been in the league. Like I didn't have anything to do with the recruiting. So you know, we get here and like we thought we were like, oh, we got a good group of boys, and then we just like started an opening weekend. And we like beat 100 Mile at home, and like places popping off, and we think we're kings of the world. And we went on the road up to up to Creston, and it was the beginning of the year last year where Creston was just a wagon where they traded all the guys away, and like they beat us like 8-1. We're like, oh shit. We go back to this dumpy hotel in Cranbrook, and then we go up to Kimberley the next night and get beat like 9-1. We're like, oh man, like, we're not that good, huh? Like, okay. We're like, no, but Kimberley's gonna win. Like, those guys are good. Like, those guys are good. Next weekend, like, boom, boom, same thing. Like, we're in trouble. So yeah, like we weren't good, and you know, we're gonna try and be better. And like, I hope we have as many of our guys returning as possible. Like, we had such a good group of guys. Like, they were all beauties. We had no like people problems. Like, great room, great guys. We just didn't win enough hockey games. So something's got to change, right? And the league itself, like I told you with the recruiting, like just the guys we've talked to now, and even the recruits that we're talking to, like, you know, my goal is to start trying to lure some kids away from spending another year at the academy, right? If you're going into your grade 12 year, like, why are you going to spend 25, 30 G's when you could get a better experience and a better opportunity for development in the BCHC, right? So I think that's my goal, is to try and steal players from there and try and get guys that want to be a little closer to home and start to try and build like that way. Because, you know, if I was a player, those are the things I'd be looking for, right?
Right. Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense. That's awesome. Probably a good approach to it. It'll be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out this year with all the changes that have been happening. But
I'm excited to watch.
Is there anything else? Anything else you wanted to say before we wrap this up here, or talk about? Just want to give you the chance, just in case.
You want to end on here for the the projection of Osoyoos here.
You want a projection?
Yeah, I want what would be like what's like a good actually, you know what? We don't even know what the league's gonna look like. So just kind of hard to
I think I know like what my team might look like. Like we're pretty, like I was going through this morning with Jackson.
Okay, what's a successful year for you? And then we'll come back in about
hopefully it's not the same and I'm sitting here like talking shit to everybody about how we're gonna turn it around and then we get our fucking teeth kicked in again next year. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't think it will happen. I think we're in good shape, but I know for a fact that the league is going to be better. And like, I think my message is to guys is just like, when you're thinking about your development, think about your situation. Think about like what makes you develop better. Is it being in a comfortable environment? Is it being in like an uncomfortable environment? Is it being on the, like, do you have to be further from home? Like, do you want to play? What's more important to you? Is it more important to you to say that you play for Flin Flon, or is it more important for you to like put up 50 points? Like, I think that's all a decision. And I don't know if guys are like, sometimes guys just chase leagues, it looks like right now, where you're like always focused on the next, because it's always been that way since you're like 16. It's always like AAA, got to get to the next level, got to get to the next level, get to the next level, as opposed to like, but the path goes like this. Like, dude, I was a 20-year-old rookie in the AJ and I got like 6 years pro hockey, got my degree paid for. Like, dude, like crazy shit happens and that stuff still happens, right? So I think like just recognizing that development is unique to each player, and like, you know, coaches will talk about development, but it's not sticking around cones. It's like being in a place where you trust your coach, where you trust your staff, where you trust your boys, where you got a good billet, where you're in a competitive league, where you have educational supports and you have like the help to push forward. And I think that like I would just encourage guys to reach out, like talk to coaches, like just call these guys. I know you all have advisors and like whatever, but like reach out to these guys. Like if I get an email or a call from a kid, like I'm calling them that night. Like that's how this all works. Like we all are. And I think just like taking control of your own path these days is important. Like call it up, ask these questions. Like, where do you see me in your lineup? Where do you know, how many minutes do you think I might get? What kind of team are you going to have? Like, what's your off-season training plan? Like, what's your practice schedule? Like, I think this year we're going to have one of the best practice schedules in the league. We go 10:45 to 11:30 clean, and then we go 11:45 to 12:30. We get an hour and a half of like 2:45s on clean sheets. Like that's pro hockey, man. That's how it should be. So like we're going to work on those types of things. And again, call, find out, like, because they're all different. Everybody's offering something different. Like, Revy has a nasty barn. We have other stuff, right? Like, so I think just taking control of your development and like just believing in our league and believing in where we're going and believing in like your guys' pod and buying into all this type of stuff, because like if we don't change it, like nobody will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. No, for sure. That's a great message. Absolutely love it.
Jack said it the other day. What did he say? in your last interview there, I wrote it down. All they care about is each other, and all they care about is winning. And like that was my buddy that I talked to on the phone. He's like, dude, that was us. Like all we cared about was each other, and all we cared about winning. Didn't give a shit about what our coach said or like the curfew or any of that stuff. But like when it came to game time, like there was nobody you didn't want. Like there was nobody you didn't want to line up against those guys. Like they were all dogs, and you're like, that's why you win. That's how you have successful seasons, and like those are the kind of guys we're looking for. So anybody that doesn't want to be in the gym every day and on the ice for an hour and a half and being held to task, like don't come here. That's what I would say.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Justin. That was an incredible interview. Really, really enjoyed it. And I hope I get to come up to Osoyoos this year. That would be incredible.
Yeah, boys, reach out anytime. Like if you guys are looking for information, like maybe I can help point you in the right way. Again,
we did back in the day. We did when Coastal was getting up. We did a tour. Owen did a tour of the Coastal.
Were you with Winger? Did you meet him?
No, I didn't get to meet Winger. He was the team wasn't actually there when I was touring the facilities and stuff, but I went to the game and all that. Yeah, but
maybe we could.
We're supposed to have Winger on.
Similar.
Yeah,
maybe we could do something similar with you guys.
I'll get you Winger on for sure.
Well, we've talked to him. We were gonna have him on, but then there was like playoffs, and then so okay, that'd be awesome though. It's good to have another.
If you need a guest, let me know. I'll do my best, but like more the better.
Thanks a ton.
Yeah, all right, boys. Reach out anytime. Take care, okay?
Thank you. Just hang on for one.